the show about some of the stuff y'all have had to encounter as being part of the industry. So I want y'all to engage with Vaughn because he is a wealth of knowledge. He really is. You know, take advantage.
Please do. Please do.
Remembered, I have a question.
Sure.
I'm semi-retired Naomi, so.
This guy.
Side
every
eye.
week.
Do you see my side eye?
But my question was, I noticed how before everything that happened with Scooter and all of the artists in the city.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with him, I realized that after his death, bigger artists and bigger companies started to look into the city, and they actually signed some people and they brought them out. Mm-hmm. Now, with the ceasefire in mind, how do you feel about the fact that the only way bigger companies really look to artists in Baltimore is when someone dies? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's other companies that have looked here. You know, we have people who have, did deals with companies, you know what I'm saying? It's just maybe not as publicized as maybe that was, you know what I'm saying? So I can't say that's the only reason why. So I really don't have no opinion on it. And I'm not really in tune with everything that's going on around in the town, because if I stay like that, then I can't stay focused on, my goals and the things that I have that I'm doing. But again, it's a lot of other artists from here who have had opportunities, so I don't have an opinion about that one.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say too, because along those same lines, it's true we don't get to hear or see some of the artists that have made it or have gotten to a certain status in their industry. I would like to personally see some of that showcased, because it would give entertainers some hope. And they don't feel like they just turn in this endless wheel and nothing good is ever going to happen, And I can speak just from my perspective as a woman. Yeah, I could look at Oprah, but I can't really touch Oprah. Even though she works here in Baltimore, it'd be nice to see some other people in media who come from this area and who have done something with their career. And the same thing with the music industry. It'd be nice to hear from some people, some hip-hop artists, entertainers in general.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's going on, Baltimore? Happy Halloween, mother bitches. Shots fired, that's what we do. As you can see, the squad is in full Halloween spirit. As a matter of fact, wait a minute. Yo, this is Just a Bit Outside, your sports radio show / podcast on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host tonight, Serena Williams, and I'm with my co-host right here, my little my co-host here, little what's her name, Alexis Olympia Jr. in the building.
How you forget your baby's name?
Oh my God, I don't know.
What's her name?
And to my right, I got 45 /
I'm the president of the world.
And across from me, I got your very favorite superhero and mine, Deadpool, Mark Foster. Shots fired.
My only wish is what Rob Liefeld gave me feet.
Alright, y'all. So, what is going on? What is going down? Yo, it's Halloween, and as you can tell, I asked everybody to dress up. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Y'all into it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. I know around Baltimore, it's a big thing to go down to historic Fells Point for a lot of festivities and goings-ons. Has any of y'all been down to Fells for that?
Yep.
Before, but not this past weekend.
No, I'm just saying, period.
Oh, yeah, it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Stupid crazy down there.
It gets crazy down there. Yeah. Everybody dresses up. It's a big to do. I'm looking at myself on this thing, and I swear
I'm looking at
I don't even recognize
at the president of the world.
You had a lot going on today, Mr. Trump.
Right.
It's Hillary. It's all Hillary.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, yeah, as I said, Fells Point is always popping for Halloween. Also, what went on Baltimore this weekend was the Door Open Baltimore Festival, which was it provided people to check out places, lesser known places in Baltimore, where they would open up the doors and give you guided tours. Places like the Baltimore Society of Model Engineers, Robert Longhouse, George Peabody Library. A lot of those places that folks just don't go to. Bonald Trump too. Oh my gosh, we having a little fun with our engineer out here. Yeah, so they had that open door thing, and when I first heard about the Door Open Baltimore, I was like, my mind went a different place with that. I'm like, Door Open Baltimore, is that when people open doors to their houses and let people come in? I'm like, man.
Have you seen like the neighborhood things where they'll have like neighborhood parties where it'll jump from people's houses?
Yeah.
You like donate your house for like a couple hours, and then people from your neighborhood come to your house and they drink, and then they move to another house.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of.
Me too, but apparently it had to do with museums and whatnot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
so,
cool.
yeah, I mean, that was all right. That was all right. So that's a couple things that was going on. Excuse me, around town. Of course, we had a lot of but seriously, just looking at Mark's face is just like killing me because I can't really see him.
I was gonna say you can't see my face.
I know, he got this mask on. But bar crawls, lots of festivities and whatnot. Everybody was dressed up through the weekend. Always a good time around town.
Celebrities dressed up.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian dressed as Aaliyah. Twitter dragged the hell out of her. I think if she dressed as a fire hydrant, Twitter still would drag her ass.
Yep.
How dare she dressed as a fire hydrant? Huh? Aaliyah?
Right. I saw something about that, but I didn't get to see. Did you see the
think
actual?
It was cool. I'll see if I can find the picture. I'll show you. So
All
you
right.
can judge.
Okay, all right. We'll see if we can get that up for you guys. Let's move on to our WTF moment of the week. Yes. Our WTF moment of the week. The Bob McNair blunder. Okay. Oh, bless her heart. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Bless her heart. That was kind of cute. Yeah.
Right. She looks just like her.
All right. Yeah, that was nice.
How dare she?
So back to Bob McNair, dude. I would say, with about 10 days removed.
Oh hell!
From the meeting between the players and the owners of the NFL about the protests and the way things have been going and trying to, I guess, improve relations. We have Bob McNair, and during an interview, and it was like a discussion about the impact of player protests that were making on the NFL and businesses and whatnot.
You mean he didn't choose to keep his mouth shut?
No, man. This dude just went full Trump. He went full.
You mean he didn't choose to say, I don't have a comment on that?
No, Mr. McNair says we can't have the inmates running the prison.
Oh no, he did not say some shit like that. That's just. Oh Lord.
Yeah, we got a baby in the studio.
I'm sorry, baby. Sorry, Serena's baby.
It's not even bad enough.
Junior.
It's not even bad enough he said it. He got the goddamn saying wrong too. It's not even inmates run the prison; it's the asylum.
Right, the asylum. And he said prison.
Yeah.
So that kind of Freudian slip, that kind of shows you the shit that he thinks about.
Yep. Right, and it's just like, that statement alone negated all the progress that they, I guess, thought that they had made or were trying to make. So now we went from this whole Roger Goodell issuing a memo about taking a knee and whatnot. We got this inflammatory statement. What happens on Sunday? Everybody takes a damn knee.
Everybody on the field. Everybody on the field.
Yeah. Just throw gasoline on the inferno.
So we just go right back. Right back to the beginning all over again.
Right back to square one, y'all. Right back to square one. So, basically, there you got it. What? What are you going to say?
I mean, the whole message is lost by now.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then you got this young black quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who is doing so well, you know what I mean, and bringing such positive press to your organization. And, I just don't. And we're going to talk about something else later on, too. We're going to talk about Yuli Gurriel and his incident over the weekend. The camera is always on. The recording is always on. You know what I'm saying? Is it that these people just truly don't give a F or what?
I don't think they consider what they're doing racist or inflammatory.
That type of programming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, everyone knows the saying, inmates running the asylum. He screwed it up. I'm sure he thought he was being flip or trying to make a statement, but it ended up being completely wrong. And I'm sure that he's just sitting there, well, that's not what I meant, but that's what you said.
Right.
That's what he said.
That's the messed up part. So now, you got these players on your team. You got the organization. I'm pretty sure this is gonna, have kind of like a domino effect and make or a ripple, if you will, throughout the league. And like James said, your hair is fine, Mr. President.
I am number 45. I am your president. I am your president, and I am your president. And I am your president too, you little motherfucker.
But
your hair does look better than the real Donald's.
Yeah, you should have saw us barbering that shit up. It was out of control. But yeah, where does the NFL go from here?
I was reading a report earlier today that they're saying that the owners and the players can't even agree on a time to meet again now. They had gotten to the point where they could meet and be in a room together. Now they're not even doing that.
That's messed up. That is messed up. Well, thank you, Mr. Bob McNair, for our WTF moment of the week. You asshole. All right. So let's move on. Let's keep it going with the football. We got a game tonight, you guys. It's Monday Night Football. We have the Denver Broncos traveling to Arrowhead Stadium, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. You guys, and this is your specialty, Mark. This is the AFC West division matchup, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you looking for in tonight's matchup?
I'm looking for the Broncos to like get their act together and finally do something. Von Miller, I think he's been like the exception to the rule this season for the Broncos. They've been doing okay, but he's been doing. He'll be on the Pro Bowl again. But their defense has not been making up for the offensive woes. Simeon is Simeon. I said at the beginning of the season I wasn't sold on him, and he's proving me right.
He's been struggling as of late, right?
Yep. And the Chiefs, I mean, at the beginning of the season, I said they're going to win the West, and they're looking that way. And I'm just hoping the Broncos could keep it close. I'm not even sure they can do that tonight.
Yeah. Well, one of the main things that I'm going to be looking at tonight, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, is the return of Jamal Charles to Arrowhead and to the Chiefs. You know, now with the Broncos, after he put in so many years in Kansas City, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a little bit of nostalgia. Probably, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bittersweet moment for Jamal Charles because, I mean, it was just he got released by Kansas City in February. So yeah, the Broncos picked him up in May, and he's been trying to make a home in Denver.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of thing too. When he steps on the field, he's going to get cheered.
Yeah, well, he should.
Definitely should.
I believe there was an interview that I was watched over the weekend, where he was saying that some people were calling him a traitor. And it's like, yo, you can't necessarily call the guy a traitor if the organization released him.
Go, right. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? He said, I'm just happy to have a job at this point. And I think he had an injury, and he had been actually several injuries that he had been dealing with. There we go. You guys, boo! Psych. All right, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with more Monday Night Football analysis. And we're going to talk World Series, Major League Baseball. Just a bit outside, Monday night.
Check out this snippet from the new season of Talk Lately with Monty, when he rants about his staff.
Great. Can you come on. I told you stop touching that button. Why is it so loud? God. Did you turn one all the way up again? Do I have to come in there? God damn her. If it was going right, I would let you do your part, but I'm sorry, but it's just not functioning the way it's supposed to be. You're live on the air. I told you mind your business.
Well, Monty, if I can comment on the Jennifer Holiday situation, I can.
I know I'm live on the air. I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay. I know I'm live on the air. This is why this whole show is called Talk Lately. Anyway, let's get back to every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com. I got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice. Ooh, it's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it as much. I was a 151
kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was...
that rubbing alcohol.
What
brand?
I love back then I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have what's the new one that came out? Yeah, what was the new one?
Ciroc, vodka, and
no, the other one. Who is real smooth? New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam came out, and it was so.
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time too.
See, I didn't drink. I told you 151. That was my.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones because I loved the bottle.
You can light it on fire.
The bottle was hot. It was that shaded, that shaved glass.
Oh yeah.
So I was sitting on the floor, and we was talking about something. I don't even remember what we were talking about. All I know is I was bust out laughing. I got ching, ling, 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 glass everywhere. I wouldn't cut it all, though. I had to go.
Because you had your bun.
Actually, I didn't. I ain't have any hair back then.
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And you ain't cut your head?
Nope. I was just fine. I was like, oh, your glass broke, and it was winter, dead of winter.
Check more of these funny moments out when you tune into BigExposedRadio.com.
Last time on Talk Lately.
He don't have Down syndrome. His
Man
features
killed
are
after
lower.
being shot in Charm City Circulator. That's dark. It says a 26-year-old man was killed after being shot on the Charm Circulator bus Wednesday afternoon. Police... Oh, that was last Wednesday. Okay, good. It wasn't dark. He did that. His shooting was on Saturday. Police found the victim who had been shot in the stomach at 2:50 p.m. at the bus on the 200 block of South Broadway and Gulf Street.
So he was on
It is
that
over
bus.
east.
Yeah, it's the one that's coming from John Hopkins.
Police believe the suspect and victim argued, then got onto the bus. The bus was still stopped when the shooting occurred.
1 minute.
The suspect wearing a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, white soles. Matt. I know that was that mastermind down there. Okay, somebody go look for mastermind. Hello?
At that point, it's time to go for a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com. In the building.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back. It's just a bit outside, the Halloween edition. As you can see, we have a new member of the squad in the building. We have Miss Tyra Marie in the house. Make sure you're speaking to the mic, baby.
Okay, is that good enough? Okay.
You got it?
Project.
And you are a skeleton?
A thick ass skeleton, yes. I'm big boned.
She a big bone skeleton with the meat still on it.
Yes.
Get your baby.
Do you approve, Mr. President? 45.
Am I getting deported?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna send you out of here the first chance I get.
Send it to the wall.
We'll see about it later.
Okay. I'll let you grab me by the pussy.
Oh! Welcome to the show, Tyra.
All right.
That was an ace. All right, you guys, man. When we left off, we were talking about the Monday Night Football game, you guys, between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. we were talking about Jamal Charles and his return to Arrowhead. We all know that Kansas City Chiefs Stadium is one of the worst places to play in the NFL.
It's probably, honestly, the loudest stadium in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think it's been, like, rated.
Between that and Seattle.
In Seattle, yeah. So, we have, the Kansas City offense.
Yep.
Pretty much the story, Kansas City, the offense versus that Denver defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and dare I say it, Denver's defense just ain't looking like the Denver defense that we're used to seeing.
Yeah. I said that before. They're not covering up for the offense's woes like they have the last few seasons.
Right. So let's enter Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill into the conversation. Both of these guys are doing really well.
Tyreek Hill, I think Travis Kelce as well may have a good game.
Yeah, those guys are doing really well. And
Tyreek Hill, Alex Smith utilizing those short passes that, of course, he does. He loves. But, I think guys like that are going to have good games tonight.
Yeah. No doubt. And like we said, with
good Tyreek Hill,
he's on my fantasy team. So, I'm following dude.
How old is he?
He is about what's he, like 24?
Probably.
Yeah, like 23, 24 years old. He's fairly young, and they're both having great seasons. And I don't see Denver being able to contain them too much. We're going to take a shot in the dark, you guys. We're going to start off with Tyra. Who do you think is going to win the game tonight?
Who's playing?
The Broncos and the Chiefs.
Broncos and Chiefs.
Football.
I know. I hate football. Broncos or Chiefs? A Bronco is like a horse, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to say a horse can probably ride over a chief, so I'm
okay.
going to go with the Broncos.
I like it.
Wait, what's the score? Because I got to hear this.
Watch her
24-7.
24-7. Watch her nail it.
I know, right?
Watch her nail it. Right.
Like,
24-7. Broncos.
Yeah.
All right.
Like at March Madness, when those like girls and everything just pick like, oh, I like that color of uniform over there.
That is you. Right. When I do play the football game at work, and I absolutely go by the colors of which team I like
and
best,
you win.
or which animal I think. Like if the Dolphins are playing the Panthers, like a panther can scratch up a dolphin. So
And
Dolphins
are the
suck.
second most intelligent creature on the planet, they say. Next
But
to
the
humans.
Dolphins suck. I do know that. That's my dad's favorite team.
Oh, okay.
The Ravens just beat the Dolphins.
Exactly. He made sure he called and said, "You watching this shit?" I was like,
I think someone in the room. I think someone in the room has the Dolphins as their second favorite team.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
That is me. So
I grew up with that shit.
I had conflicting feelings this week on Thursday, but we'll talk more about that later. Mark, who you got?
Oh, I'm gonna go Chiefs. I hope the Broncos can keep it close.
Yeah.
27-17.
Yeah.
27-17?
Yeah.
All right, James, what you got?
I say Chiefs 2017.
I got Chiefs 27-17 as well.
Oh.
We've always, I think we're just spending too much time together now because we're like on this same athletic wavelength, for the past couple of weeks. So there you have it, you guys. So we're all, we got 3 against 1. And you know what?
I just don't think they're going to score that many points.
I think
either team.
I hope Tyra doesn't embarrass us.
Right.
Because she made a pretty bold prediction, and I like it. So
we'll
keep you guys.
A horse can run over a chief.
We'll keep you updated on that, you guys. Let's keep. Do we still have time, Eric? We got a few minutes. Oh, nope. There it is. All right, perfect timing, ho. All right, I'm gonna birth this baby, and when we come back, we'll talk about the World Series. Oh my God.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, you know, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, you know, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like,
yes.
I've learned that, I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do. I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary, and when you got kids and when you got a wife, and then you doing everything, and you know you top dog.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside on BeExposedRadio.com. Every Monday I say it, we appreciate you tuning in, Facebook, YouTube, tune in, and the Radio Loyalty app. It's Halloween Eve, and we're sitting here in costume, most of us, except for Serena, who is practicing her backhand on Mr. Trump over here.
Not in front of little
Get her out of here.
Not in front of Alexis.
I don't give a damn. I hate children. Get her out of here.
Wow.
Did you see me on TV the other day with the kids? Did you love it?
Today?
Did you love it?
Today.
Yesterday?
No.
With the kids?
No.
Oh. Did you love it? I was awesome. Just awesome. Billions and billions and billions of people saw it.
Telling the little Japanese girl that she didn't have to worry about getting fat?
I don't give a damn about Japanese people. Because she was fat. And I'll tell her parents she was fat.
Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. When we left off, we had just wrapped up the Monday night.
Billions and billions.
He's getting a little bit better as the night goes on.
Billions and billions.
I'm not going to make it, Lord. Help me. Help me, Lord. All right, we were talking about, we wrapped up Monday Night Football. And you guys, I kind of want to move on to talk a little bit about Major League Baseball. You guys, we are in the thick of it.
Oh, Lord.
With the World Series against the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And man, this series is one for the ages. I gotta say it.
Just to like lay it down too, when Kescia puts together the lineup, it's like on Friday, Saturday, and it says Game 2, best game ever. And then last night just had to kill that thought, because man, that was another classic for the ages.
Right.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the championship series, the ALCS as well as the NLCS, Mark, we had talked about how the bats had kind of cooled off a little bit, and the pitchers, they were ruling.
Yep.
You know, they were ruling. Now here we get to the World Series. I mean, we're back to the season of the home run. You know what I mean? I might have to call this the series of the home run, because I mean, Game 2 and Game 5 was just amazing, man. I really had to think back of, I've been a baseball fan since, I've got to say since I was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the runs or good hits back and forth. It was the home runs.
Right.
The home runs.
Right.
Now, I put up a story on the show's page. I don't know if you saw it, but they were talking about the difference of the balls between the regular season and the World Series.
Yes, I did.
Did you read it?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because they're saying that the balls are being manufactured in a different way, with the leather, the grain of the leather going a different way, and it's not being rubbed with that mud, that very specific mud that they use, in the same fashion as regular balls are. So they're slicker, and that could be a reason why they're hitting more home runs this series. Do you think there's any credence to that?
That's interesting. That's an interesting concept, and I think. I mean, are they like basically saying that the balls are juiced?
Yeah, basically.
Like that's my only thing. Hey. Like, dude, you're kind of saying that.
Remember the last time what happened when they were talking about the balls with juiced?
There
was some balls that was juiced, all right.
Right. And I don't know. I mean, if you think about the science and the logic to it, okay, sure. Why not?
And they're saying players from both sides are talking about it. Like, it's not like one side thinking the other side's getting an advantage. It's just like, yeah, these balls are totally different.
And see, I came in here today thinking about a completely different perspective of the home runs. My perspective was that the bullpen is just being used. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like last night, that guy, Morrow, that pitched for the Dodgers, they said he pitched in every game of the series.
Really?
Yeah. And he came in and gave up a homer just like that from Springer at, I think it was like the top of the 7th or something like that.
Was he the one that they said in the season he'd never gone 3 games in a row?
Mm-hmm, something like
and
that.
Now,
yeah. So I think the fact that they've been using this bullpen to the extreme, or what do you say, ad nauseum, something like that. Is that a good one? Ad nauseum.
Yeah.
What would Trump say?
Yeah. What would Trump say?
They use him a lot.
A lot. And they just really use
him very, very, very a lot.
Bigly.
Very
bigly. So, you got these pitchers that you pretty much been facing every night, every other night. You're familiar. They're tired. You know what I'm saying? And, Game 2, that thing went 11 innings.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to God, from the 9th inning all the way out, it was just like home run after home run after home run. You guys, I stayed up I'm pretty sure. I know Mark was asleep because he was not responding to any of my text
And
messages.
it just makes you go crazy.
Yeah.
And people are always, this is the greatest. Oh my God, this was the best ever. This is the great. This was one of the greatest games ever.
Yeah.
Because, you always have the drama of the close game and then the last second heroics and everything like that. But this was going back and forth, and it wasn't just hits.
And it says something about the quality of baseball, just because last year's series was considered one of the best series of all time.
Yeah.
And this year's is shaping up to just give that a run for its money.
Right. And the way that it's literally back and forth.
That was the
every
question,
game.
and that was the point I kind of wanted to make. You know, the 2016 with the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians, you had two teams that hadn't been to the World Series in, X amount of years. The Chicago Cubs, what was it, like?
107 years?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a century, since they have won, and they have won. And, you think like, man, that was amazing. It's hard to top that. And you know what I mean? Like, in true 2017 fashion, the MLB knocked it out of the park. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are slamming. And just like you said, I mean, we came in here chopped ready to talk about Game 2. And Game 5 went down, you guys, last night. And the drama was just as much drama.
Oh, yeah.
It only went 10 innings, but just like James said, it was just home run after home run after home run.
And it was competing with Sunday Night Football, which was that Lions-Steelers game.
Yeah.
And we were like texting back and forth. Oh, I'll keep on flipping channels. They're both good games. Yeah. Can't believe it. I know. I flipped the channel and the Dodgers were up 4-0, and I come back, it's 4-4 all of a sudden. I'm like, what the hell just happened? So you told me that who was it?
Altuve.
Yeah, hit the 3-run homer.
And the Houston ended up winning last night in the 10th inning, 13-12. It was an amazing game. And you guys, I honestly have to say, I think this is like the best series of our lifetime, World Series of our lifetime. And it's just hard to top what's been going on right here with the magnitude of the offense.
I'm just glad I was wrong. It's not a 5-game series.
Yeah, I was gonna tell. Hey, I told you they're going 7.
Yep.
But we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Speaking of them going 7, we have Game 6 tomorrow. They are headed back to the to LA, to Dodgerland. We got Justin Verlander on the mound against Rich Hill. They pounded Kershaw and Keuchel yesterday. I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow.
Low score?
I'm thinking low score tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, Rich Hill's been pretty much lights out, and Verlander's been pretty decent as well. I actually think Rich Hill has been pitching a little bit better. Well, his ERA says so.
What was that Game 2 final? Because it's a rematch of the Game 2 starters.
What was it, like 9-8?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a 1-run difference, like yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think it was like 9-8. But who do you got?
7-6.
7-6. There you go. Okay. Who do you got taking it tomorrow?
It's got to be the Dodgers taking it to Game 7.
Yeah,
it's gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be the Dodgers.
All right, so everybody's agreeing. We're going to Game 7.
Yep.
Oh yeah, of course it has to.
You think Dodgers gonna take it all?
Yes.
All right, that's my girl. Me too. Dodgers taking it all.
Yep.
And
I'm a Dodgers fan.
Yeah.
I don't like throwing fandom into things like that, but they're
gonna win.
Let's see them do it.
Huge.
Yeah. Well, look.
Huge. They're gonna win, and it's gonna be huge. Trust me. We'll see about it later.
It's going to be a little extra bit of drama if they make it to Game 7.
Yes.
And let me tell you why. Do you know who the Dodgers named starter for Game 7?
No.
Yu Darvish.
Oh. Are we
Why
talk about
is
that
it
now?
going to be drama? about you,
Oh,
Darvish?
Lord, tell us why, Kescia. Tell us why, Kescia.
Okay, in game 2.
Speaking of Bob McNair,
In game 2,
Tell us why, Kescia.
during the dramatic conclusion, while all of America is watching this baseball game, we have Yuli Gurriel of the Houston Astros sitting in the dugout, chilling, partaking the game, spectating, and whatnot. And this Bama decides to play some charades.
Well, you know, maybe they just had, you know, a little bit of time on their hands. You know, boys will be boys.
They might have ran out of sunflower seeds.
Right.
Well, it looked like they was playing a game of charades out that mug. And, you know, at the time, there was a picture of Asian descent on the mound. She said, uh-oh.
I think they were playing guess the other team's player that I'm imitating.
Yeah.
Right.
There was a pitcher on the mound for the LA Dodgers by the name of Yu Darvish.
Yeah, Yu Darvish.
And this gentleman is of
Asian descent.
Right. And apparently the game winner was hit off of Darvish. And as the Houston Astros were celebrating, Mr. Gurriel was caught on camera sitting in the dugout. I don't even know how to say this because I don't want to do it.
Please do it.
Using his digits, his fingers, to create the slanted eyes of an Asian person.
No, I knew you were going to say that.
So, yeah, he was impersonating, I guess, a person of Asian descent. And that was caught on national TV.
On TV.
For all
the World
to
Series.
see.
International TV. Because you know that.
International, right. Because I'm pretty sure all the folks over there were watching. Because you got Yu Darvish in it. You got Kent Maeda, who's also, I think, is he Korean?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it's always broadcast to all the military bases worldwide.
Dog, you got caught on camera doing Chinese eyes? Why y'all looking at me like?
Because you're talking.
Yeah, man. So, you know, Yu Darvish is going to be starting Game 7. If they get there, I'm pretty sure he'll be looking for some get back. And speaking of Yuli Gurriel and this whole thing, I think he only got suspended 1 game. Mark, is it 1 game?
Was it 1 or 5? I thought it was more.
Is it 5?
I
5?
didn't think it was.
Maybe it's just 1.
I was going to say, do you think, you know, he may be looking for some active get back? Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
think so?
Yeah,
Like a
and the crazy thing
baseball
about the
to a body
suspension
part?
is Gurriel is not going to serve it until next season.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which I think is kind of crazy. You know, I feel like he should serve it in this series because it's not going to be. It's not bearing any weight. It doesn't hold any weight next year.
Well, was it Game 3 that he hit the homer, or was it last night?
I thought it was Game 2.
Because he hit a homer after that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So he hit the homer in Game 3.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's another one that the Astros won. So if he was suspended that game,
right,
that's what would have happened.
Right. So I don't know how they came to that decision, whereas it won't take effect until next year. I think that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think the punishment definitely holds more weight when it's in the World Series. But I don't know. Maybe they don't want, you know, all of the pressure of it being in the World Series. But, you know, like Draymond Green, NBA Finals.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, you guys, you hear the music. We want a commercial break. When we come back, we are going to talk more we're going to talk basketball. Yeah.
And we're going to talk more about me. And it's going to be huge, and we'll see about it later.
Hey,
very big intellect.
How was that talk with the president of the Virgin Islands?
Oh yeah, it was very, very good. We went into everything. We talked about everything. It was huge. It was great. It was wonderful.
All right.
The president of the Virgin Islands, and the president of Puerto Rico.
Hey everybody, it's Monty, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show? I can tell you this, there has never been a show that I have gotten completely through the full agenda because our topics, our conversations are just that damn good. I cover politics, gossip, entertainment, and hey, I love a good panel discussion. Hey, get a group of people in here and let us debate it out. That is the best thing in the world. Not to mention, I take calls and texts, and I'll debate with you too. So why don't you get involved and be heard? What's that old adage? Closed mouths don't get fed. That says it all. So join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Call me at 410-702-5657. You can text at 443-642-9403. And don't forget to be heard and vote in our weekly poll right on the website. Check it out. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show. I'll let you speak on it. You know it better than I do.
All right, thank you, Nate. So the Say It Loud Film Festival is happening on April 16th, which is next Saturday from noon to 10 p.m. at nighttime. And we have partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition. So I got to tell you the address real quick. It's 1947 Pennsylvania Avenue, which is where the Jubilee Arts Center is located. So we've partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition, and the No Boundaries Coalition hosts an annual block party right there where we're going to be having the film festival. And this is the 9th annual Boundary Block Party. And they are providing shuttle buses to take people to the voting booths because the Maryland primaries open on that same April 16th date that we're having the film festival and the block party. So we're going to be partnering up and promoting each other, and there's going to be these shuttle buses taking people to the voting booths to go vote. And we're going to have live music, live poetry, live dancing from a local high school, and then films start at 7 p.m. at nighttime. So that's basically what's going on for the Say It Loud Film Festival in West Baltimore.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside and on BeExposedRadio.com. We have Serena Williams. We have Skeleton. We have thick-ass skeletons. We got Deadpool, and we have me, number 45, the president of the world. And I am huge. I am totally a big deal. And anything you ask me about, we'll see about it later.
We got some comments.
We have a few comments.
Yes.
My man Donnie just joined. See you, Donnie. On Dolly, Piona Cutler, Cherie out there, Cherie Brown. She says she loves the costumes. Ernest Harris loves the wigs. On Dolly, she wants to ask Serena, you own part of the Dolphins, right?
Yeah. So, I'm a little upset with how things went, but my husband Alexis bought me a Bugatti for my feelings.
He can buy whatever the hell he wants, just like me. I like the guy just because of that.
So yeah, I'm just working on getting back into shape and coming back and competing in 2018.
All right, that's nice. Thanks. Just had a baby, Serena. Yeah, we want you to just get your ass back on the court, please.
I'm working on it.
Are you breastfeeding?
Alexis,
You've had a
say
beer.
something in French about Junior. Voo.
French fry.
French fries.
Crepes.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Croissant.
Ce soir.
Right, croissant.
Ce soir. And in my breastfeeding, yeah.
We won't tell Mr. Serena.
Right.
Mr. Serena Williams.
Mr. Williams.
Oh, God.
He took her name, Mr. Serena.
All right, you guys. So we pretty much we all in agreement that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. They're going to take it in 7, and we are all hoping that Yu Darvish puts it to their ass in Game 7, yo.
I want to see him. You know, of course, we love drama. We want to see drama. I want to see him hit somebody with a ball.
Oh, you know that's going to happen.
I want to see some drama.
And you know it won't be his first is back because they'll want to build the suspense. And the second or third one, he'll be like, bam, just beat him upside the helmet.
Oh, you know it. You know it. They're probably having conferences and meetings about that shit right now. How are we going to address this Yuri Gurriel problem?
Right.
Now, you know you can't hit the player, but when you do, go for the kidney.
Right. You guys, let's move on to the NBA. Man, this season has been interesting to say the very least. Mm-hmm. You know, things as expected, things have been shaking up. There has been the East and the West greats have been taking a beating. We're in week 2, and they are still taking a beating.
There have been some surprises, some really good games.
Yes.
Some wild comebacks.
Yes. I want to take a few minutes to talk about, our indirect home team, the Washington Wizards. Okay. The Wizards only have, I believe they're 4-2 right now, and they only have 2 losses this season, and their 2 losses to me are significant enough for us to spend a few minutes to talk about, because I feel like they're impactful around the league. Okay, so their first loss was last week against the Wizards. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Let me take another drink.
That'll help.
Right.
Sorry. Their first loss last week was in LA against the Lake
Lakers.
Show. Coincidentally, the same night of Game 2. So, after the extra innings went down, what?
You know where Magic was.
Right. And after that game was over, I switched on to, I believe it was on ESPN, and I was able to catch the end of the Wizards Lakers game. And this game went into overtime. Okay, I know, Tyra, you've heard of Lonzo Ball. Have you heard of LeVar Ball?
I know most of the basketball players.
What's your take on LeVar Ball, the loudmouth of the NBA?
Right, I have no comment on him. How could I? I can respect the loudmouth. So.
You respect the loudmouths? You down with Big Baller Brand?
Somewhat.
We're down with it principally as well. Principally.
Well, I mean, the Big Baller Brand handed the Wiz Kids their first L of the season. Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of things to talk about. about this game.
It was a
man.
good game, really good.
Right, we were actually able to see these young bucks take on an experienced team. Now, earlier in the season, earlier in the year, during the summertime, we were talking about a couple of teams that are up and coming, and we said that the Lakers were one of these teams that you want to keep your eye on. Lots of young talent, ready to be molded, and I feel like this was one of their first big tests of the season, and they stepped up to the plate. You guys, I mean, what do you think, Mark?
Yeah, they stepped up to the plate, but I think Lonzo Ball's involvement was overblown. I heard it called the Ball versus Wall show, and Ball didn't show up. I mean, he had like 6 points.
Yeah, head to head, John Wall held him to 0 points.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, he didn't.
So
score
head to head,
he didn't score his first points until the third quarter, but he was administering that ball out there.
And that's what a point guard is supposed to do.
And that's what he's supposed to be doing.
9 assists, I think.
Yeah.
9 or 8,
And I'm going to have to say also, I like the way that Luke Walton is using him right now. There was a big part of that game where Lonzo was on the bench. And I just took that as it was a spectating moment for him.
A learning moment.
Right, like a learning
he
moment.
benched the entire starting lineup.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm saying it was like for a big chunk of that game. And ultimately, towards the end of the game, I mean, they brought him back in. And, they were in a double-digit deficit. So they were able to come back, from a 10-plus deficit and tie this game up. And a lot of credit does go out to the young Lakers, but I felt like at the end of the game, the Wizards had a brain fart, How did they not foul on that last possession? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
On that last possession at the end of the game, when I think the Lakers were up by 1 point, all you had to do was foul the ball. Not only did they let them pass, they passed the ball all the way up court, still didn't foul, and dunked on them at the end. You know what I'm saying? So, right. I don't know what the hell happened there. A point was missed in the timeout. Clearly,
it was exactly a week after the season started. It was Tuesday to Tuesday. Do you chalk it up to an early season, and they're still getting into the swing of things?
Hell no, man, because everybody on that damn team has been in this league for several years. That is an experienced team. You know what I'm saying? The only person that you can give an exception, I don't even think was involved, and that's Kelly Oubre Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, Otto Porter, John Wall, Bradley Beal, all of them. The ball went past all of them. And everybody knows when you're in that situation, the first thing you do is foul. Foul. Take them to the foul line.
Because what you're trying to do is limit them from being able to shoot a three-pointer.
That thing went so uncontested, he dunked on them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know their eyes was wide open like, holy shit, I know this isn't happening. So they dropped the ball on that one. And shout out to the Young Bucks, because for real, they stepped up. That game should have never went into overtime in the first place.
I still love Bradley.
Oh, we about to talk about your boy Bradley. Get into that. We about to talk about your boy Bradley. Now I want to talk about the second loss of the Wizards, which happened a couple of days ago against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, they had like an 18-point lead in the game.
Yes.
It was early on.
A couple of ejections in that one.
Yes.
A lot of bit of drama.
Yes. So, in the second quarter, Tyra, your boy Bradley Beal and Draymond. I'm about to call him Draymond Green. They get tangled up and they get into a little scuffle. Some punches were thrown.
And he didn't kick anyone in the nuts.
Right, which is a surprise because I feel like he's one of the dirtiest players in the NBA.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dirtiest player in the game, baby. Woo!
Dirty mouth. Shots fired. That's what we do. But everybody ended
Hey,
up
that's
jumping in.
November 7th, by the way.
You know, there was this big like pile of people, and when Draymond emerged from the scrum, he had half of a jersey. That fool had half a jersey. I don't know what was going on in that little scruffle, but there was a lot of because when he got up, his jersey was like
scratching and grabbing. But you know what? The whole thing was weird. Like they got all tangled up and then like grabbed each other,
like they
and then went down, just holding on to each other. It was crazy. Like get off of me.
Right, but that was all Draymond Green though. That was textbook Draymond Green. Grab somebody, hold them, try to tackle them to the ground.
Yeah, Bradley Beal. You usually don't see him involved in things like that.
Yeah,
he's great. Draymond is so ugly too. So I'm
shots fired from
we
Tyra.
call him Donkey Green.
Donkey Green
looks like Donkey from Shrek.
He does,
and he's an ass, so it fits perfectly.
It's fitting. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
I see what you did there with that.
Thank you, you, sir.
I see what you did there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And so tensions were very high, dude. Like you said, we normally don't see Bradley Beal going off. I watched him as he was being escorted to the locker room after he got injected. There was a 90-year-old man that was waiting in the hallway. Okay, that was a Golden State Warriors fan. Bradley Beal got in this man's face. In this 90-year-old man's face. It was talking shit to the 90-year-old man like, look, you old mother, I will knock you out. It was crazy. When Draymond Green got escorted to the back, it was expletives all the way in the back. It was nothing but beep, 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 beep. And then y'all, beep, beep, beep. I mean, so, you know, this is I feel like this is sparked and cemented a brand new rivalry in the NBA.
Think so?
Yes, I do. And I think that this might be one of the hottest, newest ones because, the Wizards have a chance to go all the way, I feel like. The Wizards have a chance to go all the way. These guys could potentially meet again.
Can you call it a rivalry if they're like across conferences? They only play like twice a year, right? And
shit.
Hey,
you got Cleveland, Golden State.
Right, because they've seen each other in the past three finals.
80s, Celtics, Lakers.
Right, because they played each other in the finals.
That was a rivalry to end all rivalries, though.
I think you can't consider it a rivalry unless they play each other in the same division or unless they're playing each other in the championship game repeatedly.
Okay, that's a good point. Now they do. You don't agree with that? I don't agree with it either.
Absolutely can be called a rivalry.
I think it can be called a rivalry
just
too.
Because they just hate each other.
Yeah, and they.
Well, everybody hates the Golden State.
Well, okay. Well, hear me out. Okay, so you have look at the components of this rivalry. All right, so we already got Bradley Beal and Donkey Green who have fought. Okay, we have two of the best backcourts in the NBA. Who's everybody comparing all the time now?
Right,
everybody's comparing
the Splash Brothers versus Beal and Wall. To
Wall and Beal. So I mean, why not? They go there, we go there and play one game. They come here and we play one game. They're gonna come here in the winter. They come here like every January, February, almost every year, like clockwork. You know, so I'm looking for there to be some high emotions, some tensions when they come back.
But it's just one game.
Well, who cares?
And then that's it.
But
if they don't play each other in the finals, then that's it.
Until
next season.
I'm not ready to call it a rivalry. It will be tense. There will be emotion. If they're still going that hard in a couple years from now, then it's a rivalry.
I would love to see them play in the finals.
I would love to see them play in the finals as well.
I think a lot of people would love to see Washington play in the finals, but they got that DC curse of all the teams there that just boom. They get stuck in the playoffs and never make it to the finals.
I would love to see Bradley Beal doing anything.
So clearly we have a Bradley Beal fan in the building.
But I like the Wizards.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still sold on the Wizards. Right now they are like a half a game out from first place. I think Detroit is in first in the Eastern Conference.
But Golden State, they my Bulls too, because Kevin is playing for them now.
Oh,
that's my favorite player.
Kevin Durant's your favorite player?
Yes.
So
with
you
his
didn't-
beady head. I love him.
Oh Lord, we have so much to say about that.
So you don't care that he
That he's a cupcake, that he turned into a soft ass cupcake topped
that he went
with
to the dark
creamy,
side? Who doesn't
soft,
love cupcakes?
sugary icing on the top.
Everybody loves cupcakes.
But he's soft and he's topped with icing.
No.
Okay.
He put up 31
what do you
against
think
the
about him
Wiz.
leaving his team like that? Like after the team that beat him, and he joined the team and all of that.
I mean,
and after
that's
they almost
just like
beat them.
a woman staying with a guy who isn't doing shit for her, and she goes and get with a new dude, and he put a ring on it.
Okay. I heard that.
Hey, I got my baby.
That's right. You gotta glow up.
I know that's right. Well, you know, a lot of people, you got a lot of lovers and a lot of haters of KD. Got lovers and a lot of haters of KD. But speaking of Golden State, man, they took an ass whooping to the Knicks last night. A 20-point ass whipping at that. So, I don't know, man. They off to a rough start.
Yeah, but you know, it's hard to bring it like that every night.
Yeah,
that's why it's so difficult to win that many games. That's why them going 73-9 or the Bulls going 72-10 like that. Or, you know, Miami a few years ago going on that crazy winning streak that they went on. Or the Lakers, the famous Lakers winning streak.
San Antonio.
Yeah, I think the Warriors going on the winning streak 2 years ago and then opening the season, like 22, 26-0. It puts a lot of unfair expectations on them.
Right,
so
right. Because
they open
that's
up
not
season 4 and 3. People are gonna be like, "Oh, they suck now." No, they're still probably gonna end up in the finals.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, that doesn't happen a lot.
We all
That's why
agree
I'm so special, people.
that they're the team to beat. You know, in the West Coast last week. So you know that still holds true. That still holds true. But let's swing it back to the East Coast. I want to talk about the Boston Celtics. Last week we were talking about that that disabled player exception that they could apply for. So Danny Ainge went on and applied for the disabled player exception. They were granted $8.4 million to utilize in, you know, claiming someone off of waivers or through a trade or
Right.
something like that.
And it was awarded.
Yeah, to try to fill the void of losing Gordon Hayward.
Have you watched the video yet?
No.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm not trying to watch that shit. Yeah, I still haven't watched the video of the injury.
Oh, I saw when that happened. It was reminiscent of
That boy in college.
Yeah. What was his name? Kevin. What was his name? What was that? Louisville or something like that?
Yeah.
He broke his leg like that.
Yeah.
Tertiary. What is that called? When the break breaks the skin. What is that called, Mark?
Oh God.
Fucked up.
A compound fracture. That's what it's called. When his arm was all fucked up. Oh, his leg. But yeah, it was reminiscent of that. I remember when that happened and you were looking at everybody's faces who were there and they were like sick to their stomachs. When this happened, when it first happened, it just looked like, oh, he fell back. Maybe his knee, maybe something was wrong with his knee. Maybe something was wrong with his ankle. Oh my God, he fell and he fell so hard. But then you saw everybody's face and it was like, there's something seriously wrong.
Everyone looked like they wanted to puke.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you saw the pictures the next day with his foot just going the opposite way of his body.
Kescia deleted that picture off her phone.
Yeah, I was telling him last week, like, Mark kept sending me all of these gruesome ass photos.
I sent one.
It makes you think of like Joe Theismann. What else was a horrible injury?
Zach
Willis
Miller?
McGahee, the NCAA championship game. Remember when he got his knee hit and it went the wrong way?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Joe Theismann. When who was that? That was Lawrence Taylor that dragged him, broke his leg.
Femur at that. Like when the femur breaks, that's serious. Did you see the Zach Miller injury this weekend?
No, but I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
you know,
really bad.
prayers out to him because
Yeah,
vascular
man, that was
surgeons.
rough.
Vascular surgeons had to do emergency surgery, I think, today.
And he may lose his leg.
He may
or
lose his
foot.
leg, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's serious.
Fail everybody in.
Obviously, NFL, he's with the Bears. He came down. Who were the Bears playing this week?
New Orleans Saints.
That's right, because he's still in New Orleans Hospital.
Who that? Who that? Got
And,
you, Melody.
And he comes down, and I don't think it's a bad play at all. Like, there was no viciousness or anything. But it breaks like at the upper shin. And as he turns, like his whole leg just turns around the opposite way from the break. And, I mean, damn, just...
Yeah, the report
serious.
was dislocated knee. So you're like, what does that mean? A dislocated knee.
Right.
I sent Kescia the link, but she won't watch it.
Nope. I don't like watching stuff like that. Like people breaking their legs, breaking their ankles. You into stuff like that, Tyra?
Yes.
Well, Tyra, they said this was more significant than a regular dislocation. First of all, what the hell is a regular dislocation?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you
And then
regularly
what is
dislocate?
this?
What's the
Right.
nastiest injury you've seen on live TV? Would you say?
I'm gonna
The
say when that
three
boy
that
from
we just
college.
talked about.
Yeah.
The college injury, like live that I actually saw. The college basketball break his leg. The Paul George one when he broke his leg, that was like
Ooh,
a
yeah, that was
report.
bad.
It happened over the summertime. I didn't see that live, but the Louisville college basketball player breaking his leg. This one was pretty gruesome. Joe Theismann.
There's one I keep on
Willis
thinking about.
McGahee.
There's one I keep on thinking about, and it's wrestling. Psycho Sid Vicious with WCW back in like January, February 2001. He comes off the middle rope and his leg just snaps and folds over. And then damn WCW kept on playing it over and over and over again.
Anderson Silva's leg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a bad
That was
one, too.
probably the most gruesome injury ever. Yeah. And then what did he... No, he didn't go back to stand on it. He just looked at it like, oh! Yeah. Oh, Lord. That was bad.
He's like, oh, that just happened.
His leg just flopped around. Oh. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh, yeah, live. That was live, too. I saw that one live.
So back to this $8.4 million. Y'all just went on this tangent of disgusting shit. I can't
Hey, that's
stand
what
it.
happens when you have bloodline IPAs sitting around.
Howard threw up a comment. He said that they did save his leg. Zach Miller.
Oh, fantastic. That's great news.
Thanks, Howard.
So who does Boston go after with this $8.4 million?
I don't know.
Who's available? We have Matt Barnes.
Yeah, some people have thrown out the names Matt Barnes. I don't know if you
Will his
really
wife
want-
let him play?
He might have to check in with Derek Fisher on that one.
Boston's actually surprised us. They're 4-2 and leading their division right now.
Yeah. I mean, they played that game that they lost to Hayward in the first game against Cleveland.
Cleveland,
They played
yep.
good without Hayward.
Right. Yep. East Division leaders right now: Celtics, Pistons, and Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wizards are actually tied with the Magic right now.
Okay.
How disabled is the player? Like, is he gonna get a handicap tag for parking?
Oh, he's gonna get a handicap
He's
tag.
at least done for the season.
Yeah, he's
like
done.
the sticker or just the thing you put
Well,
on your...
you know, you don't like jumping to conclusions, but this was also like what they consider a high ankle break, which his ankle went the opposite way. Usually when you sprain or break an ankle, it goes like inward. You know what I'm saying? It went the opposite way. So that takes longer to heal. There's less blood apparently going to that part of your leg.
So
yeah,
I'm
Tyra's
thinking
looking
like,
at it right now. So I don't want to throw bad things out there. I don't want to put that devil on me, Ricky Bobby. But I mean, he may not come back. It was horrible, but we'll see. It's gonna be at least a year.
Yeah. He's not coming back anytime soon. I'm thinking hard-coded handicap tag.
He'll definitely need the tag when he's older, when he retires. He'll definitely have a hobble.
So no footsies under the table.
No footsies.
Not for
He'll play footsies with this person down there.
And back up.
Oh man, you guys, when we come back, we're going to talk a little more NBA. We're going to talk some NFL. We're going to talk about the Ravens. We're going to give our opinions on who came through and who was booty huff for week 8. Y'all don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Y'all know what time it is. It is what it is radio show. Every Friday at 9 o'clock. It's your girl Love, the realest.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
He's dead.
Oh, 6 years after he passed away.
It states she reportedly had heard rumors, but nothing substantial. But then you put the rumors to
While
death.
they were still married.
You sentenced the rumors to death.
While they still were married, she heard rumors.
Right. Probably all her life she's heard rumors. Like
Yes,
you're
that was
dating,
her
you know you're dating your dad, right? Y'all look just alike. I'm like, girl, somebody told me you dating your father. You know, that's what kind of thing. But you know he gay, right, Percy?
Please, why are you laughing at him? Don't laugh at him. Please don't.
Okay, let me continue with the story.
Oh, man.
Even today, it's still funny. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard this show, it's Talk Lately, and it's only on BeExposedRadio.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on YouTube. Just go to Be Exposed Radio.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready? Hoo-ha!
Bonus hour's gonna last. I'm getting addicted.
No, love is extra hour. Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. Wendy, man. Here it is. It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience. 107.5 WBLS.
What button would you possibly press? You reached and then you coiled.
I got something special for the next story. I'm sorry.
You don't know what the next story is?
You just said it.
Star Jones?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to throw you off. Let's talk about Tigger and the booty hole and the bloody sheets. How you doing?
How you doing?
Big Tigger has officially changed his BlackBerry, his two-way, his house phone. As a matter of fact, he's probably packed up and moved to Istanbul, asking BET, can we please have a satellite feed? I can no longer be part of the United States. The superhead has ruined me. Thanks to G-Rap and Ma Barker.
That's going to be in her next book.
No, it won't. Please, she already had to cancel this book tour.
Oh.
There won't be a next book. Not on this line. Not on this vein.
Uh-oh.
And if I were Carmen Escobar, I'd write the book, but I'd fall back off doing the tour because you're gonna get it too.
Ooh.
You might be Nas Baby's mother, but there's some history there.
Uh-oh.
And you're no saint. So now if you're going to write a book, then we're going to bring it to you. Me, Star, Jones, Ebro, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking with my hands and everything. Let me calm down. Hold on.
Take a chill.
Pass me that bottle. She wrote the book, but real good girls don't tell.
Uh-oh.
40-ounce crew. And I didn't need to get my practice from 2 hours in a nosebleed. I'm being a real negress now. I got the gum. Let me just get a crack going. You know, I never learned how to do that growing up in Ocean Township. That is one thing that negresses do that I love, because that is so effective. You know, when you're telling somebody off and you got your pinky all up in their face and you winding up and you cracking it at the same time. Let me tell you something, bitch. Crack. Crack. I can't do it. I can't do it. Now I'll talk about Star Jones. Poor Tigger.
Yes. Oh, gosh, dang. When what the hell? How you doing?
All right. What's that on the sheet?
Oh.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little blood and a booty blowout. Who's that knocking at the door? It's Superhead. Get in the closet. All right, I'll hide here until you all are finished and then get rid of her.
Uh-oh.
We don't need no fish up in here. Damn, I understand. Hey, baby, how you doing? All right, just unzip and I'll just get right to work. Ooh. In the meantime, looking through the slots in the closet is, the next man.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host, Kescia, and this is the squad, all dressed up. Well, Mark was dressed up.
It was hot. I had to take the jacket off.
For the Halloween special. When we left off, we were talking about the NBA. I want to take a few minutes to discuss the Cleveland Cavaliers and the state of the LaBooty James gang. They playing like some booty huff right now. Straight up. They are currently 3-4.
They're 3-4, and they're like fourth in their own division right now.
Yeah, you got a whole lot of teams that's ahead of them right now. Pistons,
and they have the Bucks in their division.
Yeah, and that's one of those teams we were talking about last week.
Just kind of going to the side just for a quick second. Who do you think is the Cavaliers' largest threat in the East Coast this season?
I'm gonna say the Wizards.
The Cavaliers.
Themselves.
As far as other teams, the Wizards are the ones that, like, if you're looking at teams that are championship caliber and should go to the finals, they're the ones.
Who do you think can beat the Cavs?
I guess I would go with the Wizards also.
You're a big Boston fan too, though, right?
I was about to say, yeah.
If they can, find that missing piece, you think they right back up in the
It's a big piece.
Yeah.
It's a big missing piece.
Yeah, I'm gonna still go
with the Wizards.
Bigly,
okay.
Very bigly. And it's gonna be huge, and we'll see about it later.
Who do you think's the biggest threat?
We'll see about it later.
Okay, great. All right.
No, the Wizards. Wizards.
Yeah.
Bucks. We talked about Bucks. Was I here? What was that?
Yep,
last week.
Last week.
Last week.
Bucks surprise team coming out of the East.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on those young guys.
They're not gonna do good. Their uniforms are ugly.
Okay.
It's a deer.
Yeah.
It's a deer.
It's a
I was
buck.
like, I was probably in high school when I figured out, wait a minute, it's a buck. It's a deer.
Tyra said it's hunting season.
It's a manly deer. 21-point rack.
They didn't say the stags though. It's a buck. It's a deer.
Aww.
The stags.
Bambi's dad.
Yeah. Oh.
Whatever happened to Bambi's dad? He was absent.
He dead by now. Shit.
No, Bambi's mom died.
Yeah, Bambi's dad would be like 40 by now.
Bambi never even knew her dad.
Yeah.
He must have been
No, he knew his
black.
dad. Remember? Come on, come with me, Bambi. When his mom died, come with me. Dad took him into the woods further. Y'all don't remember that part? Come with me. At the end, when Feline had kids, his dad was with him.
No, Bambi's dad must have been African American.
But he came back though. When his mom died, he came back into the picture.
That nigga balled out. He left when shit got rough.
Right. But he came back though when it really got rough.
I don't remember him coming back.
Rest in peace
Y'all don't
to
remember
this show.
When's the last time you watched Bambi? Because you got that thing memorized.
Come with me, Bambi.
Come with me, Bambi. Come with me.
I want to believe you on that one, bro. I want to believe you.
I can't be getting it mixed up with the Lion King because Mufasa died.
Yeah. I
So
don't know.
Doesn't he say
when
that
his
though?
mom died, I'm telling you, he went into the woods with his daddy.
Doesn't
Look it up
Mufasa
tonight,
say that,
America.
though?
I'm telling you,
I
it's
am
gonna
gonna
be
look
huge.
that up because I don't remember all of that.
Who you saying, Mark?
Doesn't Mufasa say that when he sees him in the clouds? Come with me, Simba. I think you're getting mixed up.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. Hell, I'm gonna reference all that when I get home tonight. But how about we finish talking about basketball? I didn't even know a 5-minute tangent about Bambi's ass and whether her father or not was black. I don't understand.
The Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. See,
Bucks,
it comes
right.
back full circle.
Circling it back, bringing it back. Okay, so Cleveland, you're kind of struggling right now. They're on a 3-game skid. They have lost to the Knicks, which is not good. They have lost to the Pelicans, which I don't think that's good either.
The Pelicans still need to get their stuff together. They have the right.
You want to talk about bad mascots?
Right, I was about to say, how could you lose to a Pelican?
And they picked that. They picked that like a couple years ago.
They wanted to be
Like they
Pelicans.
voted on that.
Wasn't that like a throwback to an old Pelican team?
I don't know. I thought the Pelican is like their state bird.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I think the Pelican is like the state
I
bird.
think that
something
was
like
All I know
horrible.
is Charlotte was happy because they got to be the Hornets again.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yep.
Who wants to be a Pelican?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound very aggressive.
Have you guys seen the video of the pelican eating that pigeon? He just ate the pigeon. Pelicans are hard. They go hard, son.
Pelicans go hard.
Yo,
Right?
I'm
You should watch the video. It's huge.
It's huge. You should watch the video. It's huge. He
I
eats the
think he
pelican.
just found the pussy ass pigeon. 'Cause I don't know.
He ate. It wasn't a Baltimore pigeon.
Yeah, it wasn't the Lexington Market pigeon.
Right. It was not a Baltimore pigeon.
Lexington Market pigeons are like
Savages.
cannibals. They be out there eating
They
fried
eat chicken.
With
They eat
you.
fried chicken.
You'll be walking down the sidewalk next to Lexington. They'll push you out of the way.
Right. They will punk you.
Right, looking at you like, bruh.
You got some food? I see you with that bag of chicken.
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling
It's
you.
just totally out of
Pelican ate a pigeon. It's a video. It's online. It's out there. I've seen it, and it's huge. Trust me.
So Cleveland Cavaliers.
Is it time to panic? Is it time to panic? Or
No.
is it too
No.
early to panic?
Too early.
Something like this happens to them almost every year, and now their lineup is even more different.
Right.
You know, they've added people. Now they have injuries. Wade went into the lineup, the starting lineup. Now he's out of the starting lineup. They just got to get their stuff together.
What did I say last week when we were doing like the NBA preview?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get to the finals. It's not going to be pretty. They're going to lose. They're going to panic. They're going to make some big trades, but they'll get there eventually. We're just in week 2. We got a long way to go.
I think there's going to be a more competitive Eastern Conference Finals this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the whole playoffs, Eastern Conference playoffs, will be more competitive this year because there's less disparity among the top and the bottom. I mean, you know, last year it was like top three and everybody else. You know, this year, you know, I mean, hell, if you look at it right now, the Detroit Pistons they have the best record at 5-2. You know, the Detroit Pistons.
The Pistons. Told you guys.
And right underneath that is the Orlando Magic, which had one of the worst teams in the league last year. So, you know, the squad down there in Florida with Aaron Gordon, who's having a very good season.
Breakout season.
Yes. You know, I do not believe he made the All-Star game last year. I believe he might make it this year.
Think so?
Yeah. I mean, he's been playing that well. So yeah, slow start, nothing to really worry about.
No.
The All-Star game this season, aren't they going with like the new format where they have captains who have to pick the teams?
Yes, but you still they're going to be picking from a draft pool, and those people will be voted in.
So the fans still get a say on who's available.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. They're not taking everything away from the fans.
Yes. So yeah, we'll be on the lookout to see how the Cavs continue to gel. Like everybody said, a lot of different offensive pieces that need to learn how to play together.
Right.
You know,
they switched a lot up. Kevin Love is playing center. You know?
And I still don't agree with that. I don't know, man. I don't know how you fix that.
It's a new type of game. Hey.
Yeah.
He grabs rebounds. He's not very defensive.
Right.
I think I wanted them to go in the other direction.
Tristan Thompson?
I wanted them to. I wanted to see them get somebody. I don't know. It's difficult because I'm creating people who don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tougher than Tristan Thompson who can score.
Oh.
Who is that?
Yeah. Not anybody on the Cavaliers.
Hakeem Olajuwon's not coming back.
Patrick
Ewing's not coming back.
Right.
You know, so it's hard to tell teams what they need because, I mean, it's just not out there. You got to go with what's out there. So it was pretty cool, the direction that they went in, though.
There's some breaking NFL news.
What's that?
The Patriots have traded Jimmy Garoppolo, backup quarterback, to the 49ers for a draft pick.
He's going to be starting.
He's going to be starting.
Time.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be starting week 9.
Yep.
And that poor guy, what's his name? I don't even know. He got his ass whipped yesterday.
Yeah.
Playing against the Eagles.
Wow.
Poor guy. Oh, man.
So I wonder what that means. Does the Patriots even have a third quarterback? Because most teams only have 2 on their rosters anyway. So they're going to have to pick up someone else in free agency.
That's interesting. Sure would have been nice if the Ravens could have got him.
Hey, Harbaugh says he expects Flacco to play Sunday.
Yeah.
You mean check please, check please.
Harbaugh damn near made my booty huff pick of the week with that statement, man. I'm so
dinner for one. Ask him how many. 1.
Well, since we talking about the Ravens, let's go ahead and talk about the Ravens. Thursday night football. They won the game 40-0 downtown, at Raven Stadium against my Miami Dolphins.
Against Serena's Dolphins.
Yeah.
40-0.
Alexis Olympia Jr. 40-0 though. The Ravens beat somebody 40-0. I don't
Look
think
who they beat.
It's
the Dolphins. But I don't think the Ravens deserve to beat anybody 40-0. And people out there, don't get too excited over that.
It's sad when like the story of the game isn't 40-0 or 2 pick sixes. It's the Flacco injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, we were able to sustain the offense with him hurt. It was against the Dolphins though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Malik kept it going.
So what would you guys say the Ravens did really well
defense.
Show up.
Of course.
Yeah, they
we got
did.
we got
showed
after
up.
their quarterback. Oh my God, it was just nasty. We stopped the run first.
Mm-hmm. Right, Jay Ajayi did not have a field day, as I was expecting.
Right, a lot of people were expecting.
Mark and I did the just a bit outside, the Jabbo Extra, and we were both talking about Ravens run defense.
Yep.
And how it's pretty much the worst in the league, you guys. And I also made the point that the Ravens love to play at home under the lights on a national stage. They're 10-1 in primetime games at home. So, I kind of had a feeling that they would come back and we would see some flashes of the team that we know. But I was surprised that it was 40-0.
I think it's the crab cakes and weed and at home that makes them play.
Is that at the same time or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One
crab
produces
cakes
the other.
and weed.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Crab cakes and weed.
They can't get that in other states.
No, you cannot
Maryland
get crab
crab
cakes
cakes.
and weed. You cannot.
Nope.
And I hope that they weren't partaking in that weed part because they would be banned for illegal substances.
That's what
Weed's
the Ravens
still
are
illegal?
known for, catching charges.
Oh yeah.
You're right. She said that's what the Ravens are known for,
Catching
catching
charges.
charges. Jesus. Christ.
Hey. Don't. You're looking like Ezekiel.
Shot. Shots fired. That's what we do. Yeah. So let's talk about the hit, you guys.
Kiko Alonso.
Right. I was
Oh
about to-
man.
So, do you guys think that was dirty hit?
No.
I think
You don't think so? Wait a minute. Hold up. You don't think that hit was dirty?
No.
You just think that he was just leaning in and couldn't stop?
Couldn't stop.
Okay.
That's why I don't like football. There's so many freaking rules. The point of the game, supposed to stop him. He was
supposed to tackle him, hit him.
Yeah, he was supposed to. And then, if you build up so much momentum, it's hard to just stop in your tracks.
Or change direction.
And I was about to say, some people said he could have maybe stepped over, but no. And I don't think it was malicious. No.
Okay. Mark, what do you think?
The NFL loves to protect quarterbacks.
Yes.
And when they slide feet first, they're supposed to be protected. And obviously, it's going so fast. It's in the moment. You got 2 seconds is the time that it happened. But I feel Alonso definitely lowered himself a little bit more than he should have. He could have pulled up because Flacco was going to be considered down no matter what.
Right.
Defenseless.
That's the rule.
Defenseless, yeah.
He's supposed to be down. He's
Sometimes
down the second
it's
that he
hard to
starts
pull
sliding.
out, Mark.
So you see the quarterback going down.
Wait.
I thought that was my line.
Hard to pull out.
Can you say that again, please? What did you just say?
Sometimes it is hard to pull out.
Christ almighty. I guess that's going to be a sign-off line.
Oh, trust. Do we know about that? Sorry. Mom's watching. I don't know anything
Hi,
about
Mom. Uncomfortable now.
Right.
I don't
I'm not even
know
going
what
to look
she
at the
meant.
camera. I'm just going to keep
She's
looking
talking
this
about
way.
pulling out of your tackles. It's hard to stop your body from
That
going
is
forward
exactly
once
what I
it's
meant.
going.
Once you get going, it's kind of hard.
So, Jimmy, do you think that it was a dirty tackle or?
I think so. I don't think I don't know. I think it's one of those things where maybe suspension but not a fine. You know what I'm saying?
Ask yourself right now, if that was Tom Brady on the field, Alonso would have been suspended 6 games right there on the field before he even got to the sidelines.
These guys, they can't wait to hit quarterbacks. But you see a quarterback coming towards you, and when you see the guys setting up to slide feet first, you see it happen all the time. These guys jumping and leaping out of the way so they don't get caught with that penalty and with that fine.
Yep.
You see it happen all the time. But every season, every week, you see this happen. You see the quarterback going down, and then the replay. Oh, how close was it? Oh, he's still going in. He still put his shoulder down. You see it happen all the time.
Yeah. One thing actually I found really interesting. I don't know if you caught it during the broadcast. They were talking about it when the helmet popped off. You know, a lot of people thought, "Oh my God, it was so hard that the helmet popped off." It was actually by design. The chin straps are fast release, so that if there's an impact,
like breakaway trim.
Exactly.
Chin
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but the hit was so hard. You know, he had to get stitches in his ear.
If the old
Players
chin
get
straps
hit
were there,
every day, B.
if the old chin straps were there, they said like it would have rattled his head around even more if the helmet stayed on. So they're made to pop off with that hard of a hit.
Wow.
That's wild.
So it's kind of like a crunch zone in a car.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so that was pretty much the hit that was heard around the world on Thursday night.
At least Baltimore.
At least around Baltimore, because nobody cares about Flacco.
We woke up to hella memes, you know, check please.
Did you see the cartoon I put up on the page?
Oh yeah,
It's Flacco
Joe
Elite?
Flacco
Yes.
Elite.
Yes. Oh, that was funny.
That was funny. That was
If
good.
you haven't seen it, go to the page after the show. It's hilarious. Bleacher Report answered is Flacco Elite.
Yeah, so let's keep it moving with the NFL discussion. I wanted to talk about Martavis Bryant of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So there's been some drama. It's been drama all season.
A few weeks now with him.
Yeah, with Pittsburgh. I mean, this gentleman has voiced that he hasn't wanted to play on the team anymore. And there's been some Twitter issues with him. And he also took a shot at their rookie, who has been doing very well, Juju Schuster-Smith. And Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers says, you know what, dude, Martavis Bryant, you know, we got Antonio Brown, we have the Bell guy. We really don't need you.
The Bell guy.
Why don't you sit your ass down for a game and think about whether you want to be here or not?
And he said they wouldn't trade him.
Yeah. He talked a lot of stuff.
They gave him to sit down, be humble.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, and when they tell you something like, we're going to give you some time to think about if you still want to be there, you know, whenever somebody says that at a job, or you hear, you know, somebody like, yo, they told me, blah, 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 you know, you're on the verge of getting fired.
Yes, I'm currently going through that right now.
I believe with my 8-year-old son, it's called a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, an adult timeout.
An adult timeout.
Oh yeah.
But you know, we live in this world with the Twitters and the Instagrams.
Stay off of Twitter.
It's like, what do you think? Oh,
stay off of Twitter.
I'm gonna tell you what I think right now. I'm gonna put it on there right now. And sometimes it's like, man, just take a minute, take a second. You don't have to put that shit out there.
You do.
You don't have to say that. You don't have to do that.
Well, look at our
Do
president.
it.
Look at
Do
45.
it. It entertains
I
us.
was about to say, you are
So we can
the
talk
Twitter
about it.
king.
We can talk about it. I love the Twitter. It gives my voice out there every day.
I love how he just switched it up.
I love it. Trust me, I love it, and it's gonna be huge one day. It's gonna be very huge.
You know, everybody knows that the Ravens' offense is struggling. You know, and I've just been watching the games and trying to follow along with the drama and everything. You know, my mind is just imagining the what ifs, the possibilities, and you know, I couldn't help but think about Martavis Bryant coming to the Ravens. You know,
Well,
what I mean?
you know, we have some receiver issues going on.
Right,
now.
that was
With
gonna
a
ask
name
you
like
guys.
Martavius, he should.
And there has been talk about it. Like some people have wondered.
But a guy like that, like, we don't have Ray Lewis here anymore. You know? That was the thing before. Bring all the wild guys here. Ray Lewis will talk to him. Seriously.
So are you saying that you want Martavis here?
Jimmy just said we have a knack for bringing guys here.
Yeah, but Ray
and
Lewis
giving them
isn't
a
here
home.
anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, hell, we brought Mike Wallace here. He was a problem. He bounced all around the league. He's hated on half the teams in the NFL. You know,
He's solid as long as he stays on the
He
field.
burnt Pittsburgh. He burnt Miami. Okay, and You know, I mean, he tried to wild out after he got his bell rung 2 weeks ago. We brought him back.
Yeah, that's why I said as long as he stays on the field.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I just feel like with our offensive problems and, you know, receiving core, it might be worth a gamble, you guys. You know, if he's put out there. You know, I mean, there's so much drama. There's so much up and down with the Pittsburgh Steelers. At first, I thought he was a goner for sure when they sat him down one game. But the way that they were talking yesterday, I feel like he's going to remain on the team.
Probably.
For a little while. You know, and it was just more of a teaching.
Well, the trade deadline is tomorrow, right?
I believe so.
I was going to say, it's going to have to be permanent soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, we went fast this. Okay, all right. Y'all, when we come back, we're going to have our who came through picks and who was booty huff for week 8. Just a bit outside. We got 45. We got Mark. We got the thick on the skeleton looking all sensual. And of course, you got Serena Williams, the GOAT. Bah.
And I don't give a damn about any of you.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or in different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on Big Exposed Radio.
Hey everybody, this is your girl, the one and only Vic Cows. Check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whatever parents, they gotta have the best of everything, or when you go to school you gonna kill them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then you look and it's like, did you have it like that when you was in school? Nah, girl, my parents, I had to go to school with stuff, you know, old tennis shoes and stuff like that. I ain't gonna let my kids go there, but a decent pair of tennis shoes, a decent slacks, whatever. I'm kind of glad that they did the uniforms.
Oh my God, they did the uniforms right while I was leaving.
They did, right. They did the uniforms. It was like 2 years behind me right after I left from school. And I'm like, oh man, it saved a lot for our parents. It helped the parents a lot. But still, they still found the way to live vicariously through their kids.
Yeah. Because like with my daughter's school, when she was in school, as long as she wore the shirt, the school shirt, she could wear any pants. Or as long as she had like the cardigan on, a school cardigan, she could wear any outfit.
And do you realize, like private schools, county schools, deep county schools, they've been in different towns. They already been wearing uniforms. Even when you watch like an after school special, they have on uniforms. We're the only ones in the urban areas that did not have on uniforms.
Yeah.
We still were.
We was late getting
We were super late.
Yeah.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Maybe.
Yo, you got the glasses on
fogging
the
up.
outside. We
They
were
won't
just
fit on the inside.
That's how I would have had to look.
we were just talking about Mark's costume and superhero costumes, and Tyra is really feeling that joint. She's really feeling it.
Yes, I love a bad superhero.
You said, would you
Hancock?
Yeah.
I love him because he was an ass.
Yeah,
he
that was like a
helpful.
refreshing movie, right?
It
Hancock
was.
was refreshing because he was
Yeah.
like an anti-superhero hero. Yeah,
And it wasn't
good.
based on any existing comic book hero. It was
Right.
just completely original.
Yeah, that joint was original.
And he didn't give a shit.
Did we have any updates, Mark?
Let's see. Chiefs are up 7-0 on the Broncos. That's in
Early.
the first. Yeah. Let's see. NBA.
He's like Deadpool grandpa.
Gotta have the readers.
Shots fired. That's what we do.
No, the glasses.
Let's see. Celtics up on the Spurs, 5 points.
The motherfucker sitting on his face like this, though. I don't even know. How is he?
Deadpool has a dead eye.
It's the last segment. We can't be wasting it.
I know, all right. So what was it? I'm sorry.
I don't know. Scores. NBA.
Fuck you. Fuck the scores. Let's go to
somebody won, somebody lost.
There's some games.
Somebody winning. The Broncos is losing 7-0.
Alright, so we're gonna do who came through and who was booty huff really quickly. Mark, who do you have for who came through this week?
Let's see. Who came through? I kind of forgot since we've been joking around with shit.
Well, I'll do mine. I got Juju Schuster Smith for the who the hell does he play?
Steelers.
Yep, he was just talking about that boy.
Right.
Alright, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had a hell of a game and made some history as far as rookies are concerned.
Yep. Not even 21 years old yet.
Alright, who's yours?
I got the other half of that tandem. I got Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh God! Boo.
I know, and I picked like the worst photo I could find of him too for the show. But he put up like 317 yards last night, and
That's almost as many rapes as he had.
Damn! Jesus God!
Click it.
Shots fired! Pow!
I'll tell you who came through.
Okay.
When Joe Flacco got his bell rung and the Ravens jumped on Kiko Alonso and Ndamukong Suh came through for his teammate, didn't he? I wanted to jump in and fight for the Ravens. He started whooping ass.
yeah, but then Sue like thought he was the Undertaker and tried to choke slam
Right.
him later.
Sue came in and choke slammed like 4 or 5 Ravens. He took on like half the team.
He grabbed him by the
"Damn, we look
throat."
bad right now.
Hey, really quickly, Melanie D says the Saints D came through.
Yes.
I will agree with you on that. That's one thing I will
They
agree
came through
with.
breaking legs.
Really quick, who was Booty Huff this week? Mark.
The biggest story of the week, I got to go Bob McNair. We talked about it earlier.
McNair, yeah. Big booty huff.
He overshadowed anything the NFL could do.
Big booty huff.
Okay, my pick for the Booty Huffers of the week was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh,
They are on a 3-game slide. Jameis Winston is playing like shit. They need to get it together. Shots fired. That's what we do.
Yeah.
You agree?
I agree with you, but crab legs. But yeah, McNair. McNair.
McNair.
Keep your mouth shut.
All right.
Keep your mouth shut. Hey, you know what? Like the guy.
Crab legs. Got him on there.
Hey, there they go. But you know what? It's like the Chick-fil-A guy. They ask you these questions, and you have this money involved, and you have things invested, and you can say, "I don't have anything to say about that."
Really quickly, Melody Dolphin says Mark Ingram is Booty Huff for the Saints. So, you guys, I think that about does it. Man, it has been
Interesting.
a fun night. You know, I gotta thank Miss Tyra Marie for coming in. She is such a cutie pie. Coming in and having fun with us. And James as well, man, with his awesome hair and his wig that we...
Where's James?
Fake
45.
news. Fake news. Fake news.
And of course, my man Deadpool. This is Serena Williams signing off, saying, Baltimore, spread love, yo.
Hey, it's hard to pull out.
I'm going to try to do this Serena style.
Oh!
Alright, let's do one more, Eric, one more.
Bottle caps, because we got a lot of them. We got some bottle caps. All right.
Have a good night, y'all.
Peace.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Lately it's back on May 17th at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com. Oh, okay, yeah. Also on YouTube. I know the latest killing. Why would you see me recording? Oh my God. You a hard-headed oh. Yo.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you